Chad Bauer on the pole, Jimmy Hale Jr. beside him. Second row, Ryan Ritchie and Greg Sosha. Third row, Larry Vanderwood and Tim Rudvoits. Fourth row, Gary Vandermark, Shannon Fisk, and bringing up the rear, John McClure and Shane Sadler, looking for the green this time by. Chad Bauer leads the charge down into turn one. Three-car battle for second as Jimmy Hale drifts a little high. He'll slide back to about 7th spot as they head off turn 2. Now it's a three-car battle over in turn 3 and 4 for that number 2 spot. Chad Bauer unchallenged for the lead, bringing him down to lead lap number 1. Greg Socha up to the second spot now in the 59 car. Look out, trouble down in turn 1, everybody getting by. Looks like Vanderwood getting turned around down there, and that'll bring out our first yellow of the night. As they head off the 4th turn, they'll be picking up the throttle, and here we go, 7 laps to go. Battle back for the 4 spot. Bauer unchallenged for the lead with about a 4-car length advantage over the 59 of Greg Sosha. Gary Vandermark, that blue number 10, working a high groove. Trying to move into the top 4. We've got a new leader off the second turn. It's Sosha in the 59 car. Bauer getting a little bit high down in turn 1 and 2, up into the marbles. Sosha able to sneak underneath him and steal the lead now with the 59. Here's your leader once again. 4 laps down, 4 yet to go in our first modified heat event. Sosha out front. Second spot is Chad Bauer now to 19. Then it's the 32 of Ryan Ritchie. Sosha building up a straightaway advantage now over the rest of the field with that number 59. As Bauer able to maintain the number 2 spot, but a good battle for third as Tim Rudvoits down on the inside with a 52, carrying that left front wheel all the way down the straightaway. Trying to move in and challenge for that number 3 spot for Ryan Ritchie. Ritchie getting a little high down in turn 4. Rudvoits down on the inside. He'll move into third with a 52R. Vandermark with trouble in the number 10. He'll head to the infield, as does Fisk with the number 42. Fisk blowing a lot of smoke out of the pipes on that number 42 car. Problems under the hood. Here's the white flag. Final lap. Greg Sosha out front of Chad Bauer to 19. Then it's Rudvoits. 4 spot Ryan Ritchie in the 32 car, and rounding out the field now will be the 98 of John McClure. And Jimmy Hale Jr. still picking him up and putting him down with a 747. Here's your winner of heat event number 1, Greg Sosha out of Portage, Michigan. Off and underway, side by side for the lead as they head off turn 2. It'll be a drag race to turn 3. Myron DeYoung flying up through the field with the black number 7. Working that high groove, trying to find his way to the front. Flying Ryan Fisk leading the field now in the number 60 car with Todd Fights in that second slot. Then it's Don Hawley, and here comes DeYoung up into third now. And we've got trouble off turn 2. ready to go green. Tim looks him over, the green flag flies, we're back underway. DeYoung's got problems out of the gas in the number 7 car, just coasted down the front chute, now down through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, it's Fisk leading the charge off turn 4 once again. Don Fight second, Tim Dahlman third. Don Hawley in the 4th slot. Troy Sloan riding in the 5th slot into number 2. Those 5 cars will advance to the feature if they continue on in those top 5 positions. Byron DeYoung headed pit side now. He might be able to make the necessary repairs, get out here in the semi-feature. Taylor for third now. Hawley working up on the inside of Dahlman for that number 3 spot. Dahlman up on the high side. Hawley working about mid-track with I-1, and he gets a little better bite into turn 2. They'll drag race down to turn 3. Meanwhile, Ryan Fisk has checked out. Halfway, 4 laps down, 4 to go. Edelman number 2 for the modified. Hawley still working on Dahlman, but can't find the way by without I-1. He'll follow it down into turn 1 and 2. Challenge for that lead as he moves in on Jeremy Raby to try and put that number 80 car a lap down. Todd Fight, second in the 18 as the white flag flies, starting the final lap of heat number 2. It's still Tim Dahlman riding third in the 94T, 4th spot Don Hawley, and 5th is the number 2T of Troy Sloan. Then it's the number 8 car of Todd Jubenville and the number 80 of Jeremy Raby. Speedway have a little trouble off turn 4. The number 4 machine gets it straightened out. And there's your winner. Flying Ryan Fisk out of Lowell, Michigan in the number 60. Weitz will finish in that 2nd spot. Dahlman will 3rd. 4th will go to Don Hawley, and 5th will go to Troy Sloan in the yellow number 2. Hey, the field closing up ranks as they approach turn 4. Tim Beebe looks him over. There's the green. We're underway with heat event number 3. Out to the early lead in the number 74 car up in the 2nd spot. It's Greg Wiles in the 76. Then it's Josh Borton in the 3rd slot with a 111. 4th now is the J16 and Charlie Johnson. Rounding out the top 5 will be the number 63 or 83 of John Heacock. John McClure up to grab, Mark Anderson up from the rear of the field now to grab that 5th and final transfer spot. He's into 4th now. As Johnson has a little trouble over in turns 1 and 2 of the J16, slipped back a couple spots. Richard Sweet still out front. Greg Wiles trying to run him down to that red-white number 76. Anderson now to the inside of Borton for that 3rd spot as they head toward turn 3. Anderson on the inside, Borton up on the outside, door to door through turn 3 and 4. Anderson will edge out in front as they head off turn 2. He'll put that Number 12 up into the third slot. Here's your leader off turn 4. Richard Sweet going unchallenged for that lead. Greg Wiles keeping in touch, but so far unable to mount a challenge for that number 1 spot here in this third heat event. Laps continue to wind down. Anderson is still up in third. Josh Borton fourth. Battle for the fifth and final transfer spot now. Up on the outside, it's a 48 of Randy Rusing. Oh, contact at turn 3. Rusing over the banking. Car stays on its wheels, but that'll bring out the yellow flag. Wiles back on the gas hard through between turns 1 and 2. Got the traction and puts the number 76 out front. White flag this time by. Next time around, it'll be the checkers. Wiles trying to run off and high now. Richard Sweet maintaining second, but here comes Anderson to challenge out at turn 1. Anderson gets up to the back bumper, but can't do anything with him. Watch him down the back chute here in this final lap. Wiles out front now, pulling away. Sweet trying to maintain that second spot. Anderson will drop low down through turn 4, make a run at him. Wiles will pick up the win. Sweet second. Then it's Anderson, Morton, and Rusing. Still going to go 12 laps. Looking for the top 5. We're underway. Jimmy Hale bringing him down to the green. Now Jumonville falls in line. He'll run second into turn 1. Then it's Charlie Johnson third. Fidois and DeYoung side by side for the 4 slot down toward turn 3. DeYoung will make the pass as they head toward turn 4 now. Fidois back to 5th. Larry Vanderwood running a close 6 into number 33. He'll dive to the inside, moves past Fidois, now challenging DeYoung for that 4 slot. Vanderwood up into the 5th and final transfer position out at red number 33. It's still Jimmy Hale Jr. out front, the blue and white 747. Jumonville in the second slot with the number 8. Now Myron DeYoung will go to the high side into number 7, trying to move around Charlie Johnson for third. Up a little high into the marbles. Johnson with the momentum out down on the inside. Able to maintain third as they head toward turn 3 once again. Myron DeYoung will go to the high side. Up, bouncing off the marbles out there. Vanderwood able to sneak by on the inside. He'll claim 4th now to number 33 car. DeYoung having his trouble up on the high line. Can't find the traction off the corners. Plenty of speed down the chutes, but just can't make it work up on the high side. Top 5 under a blanket now as they head off turn 4 once again. Jimmy Hale protecting that bottom groove, slips a little high down in turn 1. Jumonville down on the inside now to challenge that lead. Gets a wheel up on your leader off turn 2. Jimmy Hale with the horsepower to maintain that lead. Now watch him down in turn 3. Charlie Johnson, look out! Jumonville goes for a looper down to the inside. Vanderwood joining him down there with the 33 cars. He took evasive action, trying not to hit anybody, but that will bring out the yellow flag. Slow the field, group them back up, send them on their way once again here. Should be no damage done there. Didn't see any contact at all. Jimmy Hale looks like he's got things under control now, opening up a little bit of a gap between he and the rest of the field. He continues to lead with that 747. Charlie Johnson hanging on the second spot with Larry Vanderwood all over him in that number 33 car for third. Then it's Myron DeYoung in the 7 car. And the 5th and final transfer spot right now, John Heacock in the number 83. Halfway this time by. 6 laps now completed. 6 yet to go. Vanderwood looking for the way by Johnson for that number 2 spot. You can see he gets on the gas much quicker, back on the wick, coming out of the corner with a 33, but just can't find a way around. Meanwhile, Johnson moving into challenge Hale. Gets a little high, leaves the door open for Vanderwood. He'll drop to the inside with a 33 car, make a run at that second spot. They go wheel to wheel into turn 3. And down on the inside, he'll make the pass, good for second, goes after your leader now. Larry Vanderwood using the inside groove with the number 33 car. He'll pull out front. Jimmy Hale second. Charlie Johnson now third. Myron DeYoung in that 4th slot, and 5th is the number 83 of John Heacock. Laps winding down in his B feature for the Modifieds. Car off the pace here, heading down the front stretch. It's Scott Ramey, or Jeremy Ramey, excuse me, in the number 80. And he's not gonna make it to the pits gate, I'm afraid. So the yellow flag does come out. Now we'll put another pace on this race as we slow the field, bunch up the group. That'll be Larry Vanderwood's very first ever win. That car was brand new, first of this week. Here we go, 3 more laps to go. Vanderwood widening that lead, trying to do everything right in these final few laps. Jimmy Hale trying to fend off the challenge from Charlie Johnson for that second spot. Myron DeYoung just trying to stay within striking distance. Remember, only 5 go to the feature. 1 car out of this bunch is going to be done for the night after this race. White flag next time by Larry Vanderwood in his going for his first ever checkered flag of any kind in that number 33. Looks like he's got things under control. Just a half a lap to go. Jimmy Hale maintaining second spot. Johnson trying to find a way around. Can't get her done. Myron DeYoung hanging on the 4th spot. They go nose to tail down toward turn 3. Your leader, unchallenged, off turn 4. First ever checkered flag. Larry Vanderwood picking up the win. Jimmy Hale second, 3rd spot goes to Charlie Johnson. 4th will go to Myron DeYoung, and that 5th and final transfer spot goes to the number 83 of John Heacock. Alrighty, are you ready to go? 20 cars on the Speedway, ready to rock on. And there's Jimmy Hale to join the field. John McClure bringing him around to the green. Josh Borton on the outside with a 111, and we are underway. McClure out front early. Don Hawley into the 2nd spot, then it's Greg Wiles for 3rd as they streak down the back chute. Wiles looking to the inside around Hawley, side by side with that 2nd slot now. It's still John McClure pacing the field. And Don Hawley drifts a little bit high. Ryan Fisk up underneath him, as is Tim Dahlman. They'll take 3rd and 4th as they slide into turns 3 and 4. Trouble over at turn 3 and 4, look out! Tim Rudeboy's getting turned around. The whole right side of that car is gone flat. Right rear tire, tough break. Still sitting over there in the corner. It's the 59. Greg Sosha facing traffic over there in turn 4. We slow the field in the early laps here. Right away, Greg Wiles up on the inside with a 76 to make a run at your leader, but we've got trouble down in turn 4. Yellow flag will fly once again. This time it's Randy Rusick in the 48, one of the cars in trouble, and the All right, looks like we're going green this time by. John McClure brings the field around again, and we are back to business. It's McClure, Wiles, Hawley. Here comes flying Ryan to the inside. He'll grab third with a 60 car. Meanwhile, up front, Greg Wiles getting a wheel up on McClure. Can't make the pass as they enter turn 3. He'll go after him in turn 4. They're wheel to wheel. It was Wiles by a bumper at the start-finish line. McClure back up on the outside with the advantage. They go even into turn 3 once again. Ryan Fisk right there third. Fourth spot, Tim Dahlman now. Then it's Don Hawley. Trouble on the Speedway once again. Up in turn 4. Well, by golly, we got 2 laps in that time. They were good ones, too. Dahlman rounding out the top 5. They close up ranks as they enter turn 4. Tim Beebe ready to go with the green, and we're back underway. Ryan Fisk taking a look on the inside through turns 1 and 2. McClure able to fend off that challenge. Fisk staying right with him down the backstretch. Positions being battled all through the field. Fisk up on the inside, gets a wheel out in front of McClure now. Ryan Fisk sliding that number 60 car up into the second slot. McClure back to third. It's still Wiles out on the point in the 76 car. Tim Dahlman now moving in on your leaders with a 94T. He'll go to the inside line. Mark Anderson up to 5th now in the black number 12. Don Hawley slipping back to 6th in the I-1 machine now. Side by side for third. Dahlman down on the inside. He'll make the pass. Greg Wiles hugging that bottom groove with the number 76. Up on the outside, flying Ryan gets a wheel up on your leader. He'll go after him on the high side of turn 3. And Ryan Fisk with the momentum moves out front with a 60 car. Wiles back to second. Now Dahlman goes to the high side. He'll challenge that number 2 spot away from Wiles off turn 2. Dahlman able to make the pass. Wiles back to third now. Mark Anderson making his way up the 4th spot with the number 12 as John McClure slipping back to 5th. Dahlman now moving in on Ryan Fisk. He'll go to the high side off turn 2. Runs on a racetrack, backs out of it. He'll follow Fisk down into turn 3. Ryan Fisk up front. Tim Dahlman putting on the pressure into 94T. Greg Wiles third, Mark Anderson 4th, and John McClure 5th in the 98 car. Josh Borton with trouble, a flat tire on the 111. He'll go to the infield. Challenge for the lead once again. Dahlman goes to the high side. He'll pull alongside Ryan Fisk as they enter turn 3. Dahlman up on a momentum groove. Ryan Fisk able to fend off that challenge last lap. He'll lead the field down the backstretch once again with that 60 car out of Lowell, Michigan. Dahlman moving into challenge once again. Can't make the pass in turn 3. He'll drop low in turn 4. Mark Anderson making his way to third now. And John McClure battling his way back up the 4th spot in the 98 car. Greg Wiles back to 5th. Then it's Don Hawley all the way up from the B feature, way to the back of the field. Larry Vanderwood into 33 up now to grab that 6th spot, 7th spot. Flying Ryan Fisk continuing to lead, working at high groove, halfway, this time by Tim Dahlman, working him high. Now we'll go low through turn one, pull alongside, but he can't complete the pass. As Ryan Fisk maintains that lead, Dahlman working him over high, working him over low, can't find a way around. John McClure now back up to challenge Anderson for third spot as they exit turn four. Look out, McClure a little wide. Gathers it back up, and he'll lose 3 or 4 positions on the racetrack. Mark Anderson now third. Greg Wiles back to fourth. Larry Vanderwood in the top 5 with a red 33. Top 2 drivers run nose to tail off turn 2. Still Ryan Fisk by a bumper. Dahlman will drop to the inside. Can't find a way by. Once again, Tim Dahlman will drop low. Can't find a way by. Your leader, Ryan Fisk. Mark Anderson third. Greg Wiles fourth. Here comes Vanderwood closing on Wiles for that 4th spot over in turn 3 now. Your leader Ryan Fisk moving in on slower traffic as they head into turn 3. John Heacock in the 83 car. Being motioned over by your starter, Tim Beebe. Dahlman gets a wheel up. He'll pull alongside as they enter turn 1. All room to make the pass. Fisk trying to pick his way past the slower car. Dahlman will follow him by. Mark Anderson still third. Greg Wiles maintaining fourth with a little bit of a cushion over Larry Vanderwood in the 33, now running 5th. Then it's Don Hawley in the I-1 machine. Laps winding down. We'll start lap number 20 this time by. 5 to go. John Heacock with trouble in the 83. He'll take it to the infield. Ryan Fisk making no mistakes, running right up against the cushion on the higher side of the racetrack with that number 60. Tim Dahlman trying to make that 94 as fast as he can. Drifts a little high in turn 1 up over the bank. Dahlman jumped the cushion just a bit in turn 1. Opened up that gap between 1st and 2nd spot. Mark Anderson right there trying to capitalize on any mistake of the 2 leaders. Good battle for 6th, 7th, 8th. Don Hawley in the I-1. Todd Pines in the 18. John McClure in the 98. Scrapping away back in the field there. White flag this time by. Final lap coming up. Flying Ryan Fisk in command with a 60 car. Tim Dahlman second. Then it's Mark Anderson in the 12 running third. Greg Wiles fourth in the 76. Top 5 runs. First time out with the number 33 of Larry Vanderwood. Side by side battle for 6 now. Fights to the inside. Hawley to the outside. Down the back chute. There's your winner. Checkered flag. Ryan Fisk. Local Napa store over in Lowell, one of the main sponsors on that car. Out of the Racing Fisk family, there's 3 of them boys and they're all fast. Flying Ryan down there in victory lane with a 60 car, putting it to him in a feature event tonight. Way to go, Frisky.